Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about progression. Now, one of the things I see a lot in the comments underneath my videos is people saying that there's not really a whole lot to do in the game. There's not a whole lot of reasons to play in the game right now. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. Now, I know that CIG is working on Reputation, and very soon here we're going to have an update to Reputation. They want it to tie into different factions and things like that, and we might learn more about that pretty soon. But even with Reputation, right now the way the game is kind of structured is it's structured around making money. So basically, the whole reason why you would want to build Reputation is to make more money. So because the progression system is so heavily tied to making money, what the game actually needs is more reasons to have to make money. And right now, there are no real reasons to make money, because what a lot of players have done is kind of just buy the ship they want so they can engage with the gameplay they want to engage with. If they want to salvage, they buy a vulture. If they want to mine, they buy a prospector. If they want to do combat, they buy arrow. If they want to go to different bunkers, they buy a cutlass. And so they buy those ships, they engage with the gameplay they want to engage with, and then there's kind of just no reason to make any money. And that's a big problem, in my opinion, because there's a lot of things to do in the game, but there's just not a whole lot of reasons to do any of them, because all of the progression is tied to making money. So what I see this really coming down to is ships and ship progression. But it doesn't have to be like that. In my opinion, I feel like there are ways for them to fix it. Buying a ship with real money is too attractive to most players, and buying a ship in game is just not attractive at all. So you get a lot of people who don't do it. Now, again, a big part of this is tied to wipes, and we've been getting a lot of wipes recently, and there may be another wipe again for 320. So how do you encourage players to grind and play the game and make money and earn ships in game when whatever they do gets wiped? So one of the reasons why I think that buying a ship with real money is too attractive is the benefits, right? You have insurance. Now, insurance is not in the game right now, but a lot of people still like to have it on the ship, because again, if you're spending money in buying a ship, you want it to have that insurance. So what a lot of people do is they'll buy an LTI token, a cheaper ship, and then they'll upgrade that into the ship they want, so they don't have to worry about insurance in the future. So buying a ship with real money, major benefit to it is insurance. The second major benefit to buying a ship with real money is the hangar. Of course, CIG is working on adding persistent hangars into the game. The way CIG is going to implement it is that what's inside the hangar is going to be persistent, but the location of the hangar is going to be instanced. So that is kind of confusing. I just kind of wanted to clear that up, because you hear different people saying different things. A lot of people call it instance hangars, but CIG officially calls it persistent hangars. And that's kind of the reason why some people call it persistent hangars, some people call it instance hangars, because what's inside the hangar is persistent, the location of the hangar is instance, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of both. Again, this could change. I don't know. I don't work at CIG. This is just my understanding of the technology and how it's going to work. So yeah, just to kind of clarify that. But essentially, whenever you buy a ship, you get a hangar, be it persistence, instance, doesn't matter. You get a hangar location. This is really valuable because this hangar location is going to have a cargo elevator. You're going to be able to decorate it. It's basically like your home away from home. A lot of people are going to be able to use this location to do whatever they want with, to store their inventory, to store cargo. It's going to be interactable. You're going to be able to put your ships there. But if you buy a ship in game, it's not going to have that. Okay, so for someone like me who has 6 or 7 ships, I have 6 or 7 persistent instanced hangars. Essentially, I have 6 or 7 hangars, so I can essentially, I guess I may be able to choose different landing zones, different Lagrange points where I want these hangars to be. Like CIG has said in the past, some people have like the asteroid hangar. Some people have different hangars with their ships. So again, I have no idea how CIG is going to implement it. But if you buy a ship with real money, you get a hangar. I have like 6 or 7, so that's a lot of different places that I can have inventories. That's a lot of different places where I can store my ship for free. That's a lot of different places where I can put cargo, essentially. So that is an advantage. The next advantage is the kind of CCU melting gameplay. Now, with all of these wipes, what's end up happening is that people will play and they will go to earn a ship, and then when the game gets wiped, they lose access to that ship and they have to grind all over again to do the whole process over again. But for a lot of people who own ships with real money, what they do is that they will melt the ship for store credits and use those store credits to try out new ships. When a ship is released, it's not purchasable in game. So it's very attractive to veteran players to melt old ships to try out the new ship, because it's just, you can't even get it in game. There's that store exclusivity for, a short period of time. So what a lot of people do is they play the store game to try out the ship to see if it's the gameplay they want, because it's just not accessible in game. So it's a major advantage to buying ships and having those store credits there to try out new ships. What are some of the things that CIG can do to make it more attractive for players to buy ships in game and kind of earn money in game? So to kind of level things out and make buying ships in game more attractive, CIG can implement a few things. Okay, one of these things is uniques, because it's, again, when it comes to buying ships with real money, you have to look at the ships that, okay, you can't even buy right now. Like, I don't think you can buy the Ion with in-game credits. I think you can buy the Inferno with in-game, but I don't think you could buy the Ion in-game right now for some reason. It's also not available in the store either. But another ship you can't get in-game is the Saber Raven. You can't get the Saber Raven in-game. That was an exclusive. The same thing with the AMD exclusive Mustang. So those were things that you had to have picked up with real money, the like rare ships or whatever. So I think in-game ships deserve the same treatment. I feel like CIG should have like I don't want to say events, but kind of like in-game goals or reputation tier, where let's say you do work for Hurston and Klesher, and once you reach the top rank, you unlock the ability to buy the prisoner transport caterpillar, because in the game there's a caterpillar that is like a prison transport ship, and it has a bunch of prison cells in it. And that's a pretty cool in-game asset. They wouldn't need to really do anything for that. I mean, they already have the technology and the resources to do that. The ship is already in the game. All they would have to do is say, okay, once you unlock this reputation, now you have the ability to buy this corporate exclusive ship. Because again, like me personally, I can't go out and just buy a Brinks truck. Those vehicles are like, specific to certain companies. So that is one of those things that's, okay, you have to be an independent contractor. You have to have some type of reputation with this this faction, and then you'll unlock the ability to buy a specific ship. Okay, so that's one thing that they could do to not only increase the importance of reputation, but also increase the importance of making money in game, because you don't just unlock the ship, you still have to buy it, but you just unlock the ability to buy it. The same thing with the Apollo ship. I feel like at first they had this thing where you had to play this mini game to unlock the other Apollo ship. I forget the name of it, but I think they should make that in game, to where if you have high enough medical reputation, you unlock the ability to buy it in game, and it's not a store thing. So yeah, my screen's wigging out here. So another thing that I think that CIG can do to increase the importance of buying ships in game, other than, you know, having custom ships, is to make ships sellable. This is something that they can do. I don't know why they haven't done it already, but it would be huge to the players. A huge benefit to buying ships in game. Because remember, if you buy a ship on the store with real money, you can't sell that in game. So if you buy a ship with in-game money, only in-game money, like only people who buy ships in-game will have access to sell their ships in-game. If you bought your ship with real money, you can't sell it in-game. So that would be a disadvantage for buying ships with real money, and an advantage to buying ships with in-game money. And another reason why it'd be an advantage is because imagine grinding to get 60 something million credits in game. You buy the 890 jump, you use the 890 jump, but let's say that, you know, you're sick of it, you don't want it anymore. Now you're kind of stuck with it until the next wipe. But if you could sell it back to the dealership, let's say there's some kind of depreciation, there's a little bit of economy gameplay in there, the ship price, just like everything you sell in game, the ship, let's say the ship price goes down to around 50 million, it loses 10 million AUC of depreciation. That's still 50 something million that you can spend on other ships. You're not completely out of money. You know what I mean? Right now, whenever you buy a ship in game, that's kind of it. But being able to buy and sell ships in game would be huge, would be a huge advantage to actually getting ships in game. And it would encourage players to actually grind for that money, because now that they know their money is just not, you know, thrown away in the wind on some ship that they might not want or keep. So now they can, you know, put money in that ship that they want to try out, and they'll be able to you know, sell it again. Now there are ship rentals, but the issue with ship rentals is that, you know, again, it's kind of lost money. If you're not making money with that ship, it's lost money. So with this, you're getting that money back when you sell it. So I think those are like two big things that CIG can do to kind of encourage people to grind and make money. Okay, you have the in-game exclusive, you have in-game exclusive ships, and you have well, variants. I wouldn't say whole ships. I don't think CIG should make new ships that are only exclusive in game. Something like the Mirai Fury, this new edition that's coming out, make that an in-game exclusive. There's no reason to put that on the store. It's, I mean, some people are going to pick it up and buy it, but I think they should just be like, okay, this is just a variant. It's not too crazy. I don't know what the new ship is going to be like, but I mean, obviously they're going to sell it in the store, but I think something like that could easily be an in-game ship only. Because, you know, you sell the base ship in the store, and then you have a couple of variants that are in-game only. Having all of the variants having every variant in the store, I mean, again, it's up to CIG. I'm not a money man. I don't work at the company. I don't know what their financials look like. Maybe they need to sell every ship, but I think it's kind of I don't know. I don't like it too much. I think that having a couple in-game exclusive ships would encourage people to grind and try to get those ships. But you know what? I've been on here rambling long enough. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think CIG should have in-game exclusive ships? Do you think that, you know, selling ships back to shops is another thing they could do? What other ideas do you have that you think would encourage people to earn money in-game? I love hearing from you guys. I read all of the comments, and I want to be more active with you guys to continue to grow the channel. You know, you guys have been doing a great job. A lot of people have been subscribing and liking and commenting, and I really appreciate that from you guys. You guys have been awesome. So yeah, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. It really helps out the channel, and like I always say, I will see you guys in the next one. Salute.